welcome to the Scene World podcast.
Yes, it is the Scene World podcast. I'm
oh my god,
special guest host AJ.
AJ is back.
It's been a while.
8 weeks. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's been a bit. I've been relaxing, working, helping take care of a baby possum that was injured. Do you have possums in Germany?
No,
you don't.
In the zoo.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. There was a cross-eyed possum that you had in the zoo, wasn't there? Heidi or something. That was a really big.
I have no idea.
Oh, like 10 years ago, there was a really big thing with this German possum.
I have no idea. Anyway, in a minute, we will talk to Min and Mina Bekker Part 2.
Yes, indeed.
And with their new worlds of their Takelshin game.
Mm-hmm.
And before though, we have some news. And drum roll, news number 1 is Billy Mitchell is now on TikTok.
Oh Lord.
For behind the scenes stuff.
Okay.
So after Twitter and Twitch TV and whatsoever, he's finally on TikTok.
Was he on Twitch? Well. Did he do Twitch?
Oh yeah, he live streamed Donkey Kong's.
Oh, okay.
To the death.
Oh, see, I could see him doing that.
Yeah. Well, he got help with his family, supporting him and stuff. His son especially. So yeah. Yeah, and also last weekend, the class meeting happened in Commodore Los Angeles Super Show. That's why it's called class, I guess.
Okay.
And there were some nice attendances from Ravi Abbott and other people. So yeah, there's a homepage where you can see all the things that you missed. We will link to that. That's pretty interesting. Yeah. Other news that I figured out is actually next year there's coming a successor to Simon the Sorcerer, which for a change is a point-and-click adventure from Adventuresoft originally that came on the Amiga as well in 93.
Right.
And 95 there was a successor, Simon Sorcerer 2. And Simon Sorcerer Origin that's coming next year is actually, as the name suggests, a predecessor to the first game.
Okay.
Yeah. And it will be in pretty nice comic style. We will link to the Steam store where you can already put it on your wish list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I got? I got the mouse.
The tank mouse, nice.
Yes, the tank mouse, and I'm not using it right now because it is somewhat loud, and I if I click, I want my clicks to be kind of quiet during the recording, but it is awesome. It's a wired mouse, so it's USB, but it is
not my taste, but never mind.
it is just as cool as I liked the original tank mouse like that. I have an original Apple, or not Apple, I'm sorry, Commodore Tank Mouse.
Yeah, but there was another model before the Amiga. There was actually a Tank Mouse, the 1351.
That's what I have, is 1351, and I loved that style. And it's the same thing. It's just this is a little bit smaller than the 1351 or the Amiga Tank Mouse.
The only reason why I'm using 3051 on my C64 is none of the clones work on Lemmings on the C64. Right. Which is weird because they are supposed to be 100% compatible, but they don't work with this game in particular. So I don't know what they did.
Well, every clone that I tried was like, it adapts a PS2 mouse. And
No, I'm talking about 1351 clones, of course.
Right. But I'm saying like there's these adapters that let you clone a 1351 with a PS2 mouse, and every one of them, while they work, it's like you move the mouse a bit, and then there's like it pauses for a second, and then it continues, and there's always like it's not entirely as fluid as the 1351 was. And it did it on the Amiga and the 64. I could never get it to stop doing that. So I ended up just going and getting a Commodore mouse. And then this is a generic, Amiga mouse for the Amiga, which they're both ball mouses, and they're they don't require adapters.
You say mouses, but that's wrong. It's actually mice.
Is it? Okay.
It's mice.
Okay.
Yeah, plural of mouse is mice.
Well, I know the animal mouse plural is mice, but I thought
of course
I thought
it's
computer
same,
mouses.
Same there.
Oh, okay.
No, that's not true.
But yeah, so I got.
Hey man, you are the native English speaker. Wow. You're supposed to know this better than me.
I ended up getting just the actual mice for these machines because I didn't like the adapters.
Never had an adapter.
Yeah.
I always had clones because that is what you could get at the end of the 90s.
What kind of clones were available?
From Germany, German companies, German hardware companies.
I know that there were some
like Scantronic that did the handy scan that was actually pretty famous, and the Geolog video interfaces for VCRs and stuff.
Yeah.
And they also made it the Scantronic Shees mouse, which was
yes, I know it.
1531 clone.
Okay. See, I knew a bunch of mice in the U.S. which emulated the 1350, not the 1351, which was the proportional mouse, but the 1350 was like a joystick mode mouse.
Oh yes, but the 1351 you could also I see. Yes, well those mice actually, those clone mice could handle both.
Okay.
There's actually a switch on the bottom where you can switch between 1351 and joystick mode, they call it.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's right. The 1350 was a joystick mouse. It was actually just using joystick inputs, which is also why the speed is very slow compared to the 1351.
Yeah.
Because it's emulating a joystick.
Yeah. But still, it's a cool product. It's well made. I like it. I don't have the A500 Mini because I have an actual A500. So I don't.
But the Mini is well worth it. I read anyway.
I've seen good reviews of it. I've seen some good reviews. So it's interesting that you'd be able to I am still going for the connectivity. Like I have a video card plugged into this thing. This is a I don't remember what kind of video card this is. I'll link to it. That gives you a couple million colors, whatever, on the screen, and through it's like a Zorro 2 adapter thing that's the kind of thing that I want to do with the Amiga, is like try to build it like I would have done it had I had it in the 90s when I wanted it, and try to use it for that sort of thing.
Well, all right. Well, so last but not least, the last news I have is the two games that we were having interviews with the creators last episode, Casebook 1899 and A Twisted Tale, both got funded.
Okay, so nice.
That went successful. Yes, well, that would be all from my side. So now I think we can jump to.
I do want to throw out, before we go to do that, a fundraiser that is currently being undertaken for a couple of friends of mine that have had a baby who has a heart condition, and he's going to require a full heart transplant at some point. So we're going to put a link to the fundraiser down there if anyone wants to donate. That would be awesome, because they are two great. They're two really cool people, two educators, teachers that basically had to leave their job to take care of their babies. And it's a full-time gig. So so we'll link to that.
Alrighty.
And now we can go and talk to Min and Mina Bekker.
Min and Mina Bekker. Alrighty. Today we are welcoming back Min and Mina Bekker. Hello.
Welcome back.
Hello. Nice to have you back.
Yes,
yeah,
indeed.
I miss you guys.
And there's a reason we have you back today, because you actually made a big content update to Takelshin on Steam, and I was pretty much surprised about that. I was like, wait, an update? Wasn't the game already done, and
done.
yeah, and the next day, I was told like, yeah, we planned this like
Yes,
content.
today I saw that. I actually wanted to get back to you in the chat 2 weeks ago, and I forgot about you. I'm sorry, but so we can answer all the questions tonight.
Yes.
No problem.
Awesome,
No problem.
Can.
I've got a Takelshin picture on my Amiga, and
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Takelshin, I will give
Who
credit.
is it?
Yeah, I will give credit to Takelshin for being. Takelshin is one of the few games that has remained on my phone this entire time. Usually, when
Which
Perfect.
could mean two things. Either other games don't run on this phone, or you have a very special taste of games.
I
Or
like the game. It's a fun
third
game.
reason, you have no idea what you are talking about, but that's another thing.
No, it's a fun game that I enjoy on the
Yeah.
phone. And usually when we talk to developers, I uninstall the game as soon as I'm done talking to them. But I've kept this one on there.
I guess that's for the trailer picture.
Mhm.
Anyway, so what I have to admit, actually, I like the DLC levels more than the original.
Oh yes. Wow. Oh, cool. Yes.
Yeah, because you are a very skilled gamer, Jörg, and you
Not
the
really.
higher difficulty level is especially for hardcore gamers. I think.
Actually, not no, but
No?
I like the sheeps in the
Okay.
in the first world. There were some sheeps, I believe. Yeah, and that was like, oh, that's a nice idea.
You're saying
But
sheep?
actually, I'm a pretty bad gamer.
Oh.
Once Martin Amann and I, we were with somebody from Endstream on Gamescom, and we were playing Dynaplaster, and he was like, no, we were actually, what we were playing? We were playing Bomb Mania on the C64, and he was like, are you losing on purpose? And we were like, no, we are really such bad players.
I remember playing Pit Stop 2, and despite the lag, and despite that my system kept crashing, I still beat you.
Yeah, so yeah. Well, it didn't crash. It only lagged. Crashing it did when we tried to load summer
Yes,
games.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah. Anyway, so
All machines should crash when they try to load summer games, because summer games are terrible.
No, it's not. It's one of the best games. Anyway, so let's talk about well, now the thing is, I remembered like last time we spoke about Takelshin, you actually said you had plans to release it on iOS, on iPhones and iPads. What happened to that?
No, it will never release for Apple because I'm an Android user and I don't have any iPhone to test it.
Well,
accurately.
I mean,
yes, thanks.
I mean, for once you could use the emulator that Apple offers to developers, and secondly, you could buy a used one for like $100, $200. It doesn't have to be a recent one.
No.
No.
No, that's not gonna happen.
No.
Too bad. Well, I mean, you
What
are
about
just...
a Mac? What about a Mac version?
Sorry?
What about a Mac version?
A Mac version. Maybe we can make. Can we make a Kickstarter campaign?
Ooh.
We could, but
give us your money.
Problem is problem.
I will. If there's a Mac version, I'll be happy to.
I'd like to release Takelshin for Switch 2,
okay.
But
it's not gonna happen.
Because.
But why?
Some indie developer friends of mine have made very bad experiences with the Nintendo eShop because it is so.
The eShop is not very easy to see through because there's so many games, and it's difficult to set up. And in the end, you don't sell anything unless you put it on sale. And Kost and what's the also Kosten-Nutzen Rechnung
Cost and
gibt.
effort.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, the thing is, for my opinion, actually, I don't think that it's like super slow, as you mentioned, and sluggish. I don't think so. On the other hand, what many indie publisher actually are doing is using something like limited run to make a limited run edition, you know, and then this way making people more aware of the game release, and also if you, I mean, people know you already because you are a known creator of games in Germany.
Mhm.
So
Yes.
I think at least for those people, it's like word of mouth. So it will spread automatically just by the fact that you make it available on those platforms, like as I said, like iOS for iPhone, iPad, or like the Switch store
Mhm.
or the physical release. So I think it's not a waste of time because otherwise other developer would have never done it. You have to your advantage that people already know you, which is perhaps not true for all your indie developer friends.
Right. Yeah.
So
Mhm.
I think
You could walk into that Switch store and just be like, "Yo, we're Min and Mina Bekker. Cool.
right. So
Top.
I think
Put us on
I
the top
think
there."
yeah. So I think it's always a matter of how you act on it and how you work with it and how you represent yourself. But neither of those, nor the fact that you don't have an iPhone, and neither that others say the V store is crowded, should be a fact to say I'm not making the game available for such a potential huge crowd of people.
Yes.
That's just my opinion, because
Um,
not everybody, at least I know a lot of people that don't have Android and don't have a PC, so they will never play the game because they don't have either Steam or neither Android.
I will say that the game on Mac under emulating Windows does run very well. So if you've got Parallels or if you even got like VirtualBox or something, you can run it on a decently powerful Mac.
okay.
Yeah, sure, but the layman, the John Q
Yes,
public
John
will
Q.
not go through hoops just to play a game that wasn't released on the platform he prefers. So
Mhm.
just my opinion.
Myself.
You are putting a
I
roadblock to
changed
yourself
when
by
I when
leaving
I when I
out
changed
those
my name from
platforms.
Joe Q Public. I didn't think that
The main thing is is time,
Mhm.
because I'm a sole developer, and all games I made, I mainly made them alone. There are musicians or people who test my games, but in fact, I did all these games alone, and um, it's cool to keep my games alive by doing things like expansion packs.
Right.
But I wanted to go a step wider,
A step further.
a step further to the next project. I don't want to circulate with my first project.
Yeah.
Right.
I see. Well, um, didn't you do what many developers is doing, using an engine like Unity, and then you can easily port your game from one platform to another? Because that is what
Easily is relative.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Easily
Okay.
Yeah.
is very relative.
Was just my
When
my
I um to make this expansion here, this intergalactic adventure for Takelshin.
It took him more than a year.
Yes, it took more than a year to make
the
this
DLC.
expansion pack.
But they are not talking about expansion packs. They are talking about porting the game to another platform.
It's why people normally think it's easy. He mentioned Unity.
Yeah.
So it's not to click on Nintendo Switch or iOS. You have to test You have to test these ports very intensively, because when you don't do that, then you are CD Projekt Red.
Yeah, I see. You don't want the same to happen that happened with Cyberpunk.
It's not so easy.
Good point. Good point. Yeah. Let's see.
So is this the this edition, the expansion? Is this a free expansion?
It's called DLC, I guess.
Yes. But is it a free expansion, or is there a charge for it?
It's free.
It's totally free.
Once you've bought the main game, the DLC just comes with it.
Yes, I reduced.
There are no extra costs.
No.
Awesome.
And the price
is reduced.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say that.
It's
I
cheaper.
reduced the price. It's cheaper.
You get more for less.
Yes.
Ta-da! And that's why we are not rich.
Awesome. That is why.
No,
that is why.
It's now it's a price where I think by myself that I would buy it in Steam or the Nintendo eShop. No?
The Nintendo eShop?
No.
Are you porting it to the Nintendo eShop? This is a price he thinks is reasonable, even for people who don't know him, who maybe just see the cute pictures and think, yeah, maybe that's a good game for playing in between.
Yes. In this current version 1.2, you get this expansion pack, and so the final the final number of stages is over 30, and that's very, very.
It's a big game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you played it already?
Sure.
Yeah. Of course.
Sure, I bought it.
Yeah, but have you played it through? Have you beat the game?
No, I'm a bad.
Yeah, I have not beaten it either.
I'm not beating games. The only games that I'm really good at is racing games. I've beaten Need for Speed The Run recently.
Oh, okay.
That was quite a nice experience. And even for that, I took like 3 weeks in the evenings. So
I do play it a fair amount, but my OCD and ADHD has prevented me from actually beating it, because if I beat it, then I've beaten the game, and I don't. It's like as long as I haven't beaten it, then I want to keep playing it. Once I've beaten it, then it's like, all right, I've beaten it.
And then it gets uninteresting.
Right, exactly.
Like,
which of course makes sense.
Yeah.
Then you move to a different game and do the same thing, right?
Yeah.
I will not play through Need for Speed The Run a second time, would I?
Yeah.
Although we may have to do I may have to record a playthrough for the game, for the channel. Maybe we could do that.
I'm pretty sure somebody did already. No.
Yes, but not us.
Huh.
I'm sure lots of people have reviewed it and played it, but we have not, and that's something that I would like to do.
Right. So in the end, you have to beat the game.
Not if I'm gonna. No, I just have to show some gameplay footage and talk about it. I don't have to beat the thing, because.
That always depends on who you ask. I know people that say,
"Well, we can ask,
I'm not reviewing
a game." We can ask the creators of the game. Should I beat the game in order to review it, or?
Oh, I think you can review it without beating it.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it would be not very fair if you only tried half of the first level and then you say
Well-
it sucks, because then you can maybe say it's too hard for me, or I don't like the style, or and so on, But I don't really think you have to play through the whole game to say something.
No.
Right.
And the expansion pack is it was important for me to make it more difficult than the original campaign,
Mhm.
because I played the expansion pack for Doom Eternal before, and
Mhm.
it was so hard. Yes, it was inspiring.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually,
And I think it makes sense.
Actually, I find it easier, but
Oh,
perhaps
Really?
that's just me. Yeah.
wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Part
That's you
1.
special.
Ancient Gods Part 1.
Well, I played the first 2 levels, but I gave up after that. I mean, I don't have a lot of patience for a game. I always play like half an hour maximum, and then I move to another game. So that's
Okay.
why I have like 180 Steam games or something, and I always continue a little bit on each, and then I move to another one.
See,
And
that-
then like last time played 2017. Oh, perhaps I should play
Yeah.
it again
so that's
once
the
in a
difference.
while.
I've got like 6 Steam games,
Yeah.
and I play the bejesus out of them. It's like 75 hours played.
I'm a different kind of customer.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Definitely are a different kind of something.
and I got a thing for delisted games.
Okay.
So
What do you mean for
if a game is hard to get, then I like it.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So yeah.
That's interesting. So
Yeah. Just
so wait,
recently-
say that one more time.
Well, why?
Because I missed the I heard it, but it fell out of my brain instantly.
Well, well, I mean, I like games that are hard to find. Delisted games. They are
Like
called.
games that have been removed from the list.
Yeah, delisted. They are called
Okay, okay.
delisted. Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
not like D like you got like your A list, like
No,
celebrities, whatever,
delisted.
like D-list,
Yeah, yeah.
okay. So you're talking about
For example,
unlisted
for-
games. Unlisted games.
no, it's actually called delisted.
Okay, whatever.
That's the original phrase for it. Don't ask me why they say delisted, not unlisted, but it's delisted. That's the professional phrase for it.
Okay.
For example, right now I play a lot of racing games that are delisted, like Blur, one of the best games ever. Yeah.
Blur. I know Blur from the Xbox 360 years before.
Yeah, 2010. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I've got
From
I'm a fan
published
of
by
Dirt
Activision. And here's the thing, Activision, after 12 years, they still keep the multiplayer servers online.
Okay.
You can still play multiplayer. Tell that to EA.
2.
EA is always shutting down servers after 5 years.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fan of like Dirt 2, which you can't play on anything anymore. It's been delisted from. There was an issue with the music licensing, I believe, so it was removed from most stores. You can't get.
Oh yes, I got that too.
Yeah, I love that game, and of course, I can't play it because Mac has removed the ability to play 32-bit apps. But yeah.
That's the beauty about
I never played
Windows.
Dirt.
So it's good. I liked that one because it had like stock random trucks, so like I could cruise around in like a Dodge just some random Dodge Power Wagon. Whereas every other Dirt game is just like rally cars, and it's like I'm not interested in that. I want to destroy things. I want to ram into other trucks with a Dodge Power Wagon, which is basically invincible.
Okay.
Well, for me, the beauty is wants to have a game that nobody else has anymore. Second, to even get it, and the third, to get it run on Windows 11. Then like super. Anyway, so there's also a second thing here we wanted to talk about today, and that is actually
just really quickly.
Yeah.
Just on my Steam version of Takelshin.
Oh.
Because it shows you on the Steam app how many hours you've played. And I do have 51 hours on record of playing this game.
Wow,
Whoa.
cool.
Which is
That's
way
cool.
AJ.
more than any normal human being should probably play a game.
And especially Takelshin.
AJ,
No,
AJ,
I didn't say that.
Yeah.
do you know what Takelshin means? Do you know that?
You know, I believe that I believe we talked about it in the first podcast, but I have forgotten. I have forgotten what it means.
Originally, the name is Takelshin.
Right.
Takelshin.
Takelshin, because these are two words, Takel and Schien. Schien is a German.
Is a German ending to make a word cute.
Oh,
belittlement.
Like Brötchen.
Belittlement.
No, I think
It's a cutifier.
Right.
Cutifier. It's cool.
To cutify something.
Yeah, like Brötchen. You know.
Brötchen. Takelchen.
Yeah.
Mädchen. In English girl, there is an actress in America, Mädchen Amick from Riverdale and Twin Peaks.
Right.
It's a German word, Mädchen. It's a cutified form from the word maid.
Okay.
Like Iron Maiden. Might
I think they got the point.
It's a unmarried woman.
Yeah, I think they got it.
And Mädchen, it's a young unmarried woman.
Right.
And Takelshin, so jetzt
is a little unmarried.
Takelshin is not an unmarried. Takelshin is a cutified word for tentacle. So it means small tentacle.
Okay.
That's it.
That makes sense. Well, that makes sense.
Actually,
based on the game, yeah.
I actually recently I got a photo of a tentacle, of a drunk tentacle who wants to fight.
A drunk tentacle?
Okay. Yeah.
Day of the tentacle.
Yeah.
Day of the tentacle.
Yes.
No. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I found it.
Okay.
I just send it in the chat.
Oh yes. I've seen that. Yeah.
Drunk octopus who wants to fight.
Yeah.
Just found it on Twitter the other day. Yeah. Anyway, and I guess it's purple because of Maniac Mansion 2, Day of the Tentacle. No. That's a coincidence. No. Okay.
It's purple because it's
not
very...
purple.
What?
It's not purple.
Takelshin has a purple.
Takelshin is green.
No, yes, but the clothes and the dingsbums and in the head on the. It's purple. It's purple. It's a purple. What's the rock?
It has a coat.
A purple coat and a purple flower in the not vorhandene hair.
I mean this like.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's not the reason. I mean, we talked about that last time, and I crocheted it. Crocheted.
Yes.
Yeah, I crocheted it.
Not knitted.
I didn't knit it.
No.
I crocheted it.
There is a difference as a man who knows how to crochet.
And we didn't bring it with us. Can I please finish my sentence?
We forgot our Takelshin.
I'm sorry. I crocheted it, and the only wool I had was green and purple.
Green and purple.
End of the story. That's it. And yeah, that it looks like Day of the Tentacle is just by accident.
And I overtook that.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Yeah, well, nice. So that means the future of Takelshin is that's the whole game. Then there are no further expansion packs planned for the game.
Yes.
No, now I will wait for
Money. He wants to see how people like it. And maybe if it gets 5 million sales, I'm sure we gotta sell it out.
You,
Yeah.
you, Joerg, are in the game, and
Oh.
you don't give me feedback. Didn't give me a feedback.
I didn't see myself yet in the game.
You.
Me.
You
Okay.
were on the Retro Gamescom
Do you remember the last Retro Games Con
in 2020.
when we met in Ludwigshafen?
One
Yes,
day
we
before
were-
COVID.
Yeah?
February
There
29.
you participated in a contest.
Yes.
And you got to pick a character that would be in the game.
Yes.
I don't
And
remember
you
that.
picked
Okay.
Koala Bear.
No.
No?
I entweder oder.
Or
The koala bear or the quokka.
I
I
have
think
no
you-
idea. I don't remember.
I think you picked a koala bear, yeah, and that's why there's a koala bear in the game.
Yes.
I don't remember at all.
Oh,
I
man.
remember.
But if you say so.
Yeah.
The only thing I remember from this day is there were no shares anywhere, and you were the only place, your booth was the only place where I could sit for some minutes. And that is
Yes.
the whole reason why I was most of the time not in the sales area, but at your place, because you were the only ones like, hey, you need a share, here's a share.
Yeah, that's why people love us. We
Exactly,
provide chairs
Exactly.
for
And
everybody.
I remember we were talking about Corona, and you were like,
And
yeah,
I was
it's going to
disinfecting
happen.
everything.
Ah,
And
yeah.
Exactly.
everyone was
The
like,
contro-
Mina, you're crazy. Stop disinfecting everything. And I was like, no, please wash your hands. And
Yeah.
now we have this.
Yeah, right. And you told me like if one person of those 1,000 visitors in the sales room has COVID, then all the others will have it too.
Mhm.
Fortunately, that didn't
See-
happen.
See, she saved you, man.
Yeah,
You could have gotten it, but she disinfected things.
I
she
did.
Yeah.
disinfected me. Yeah.
Yeah. She knew.
Yeah.
It didn't help.
Well, we have a pandemic
Well,
anyway.
It helped that one booth anyway.
Right.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah. The problem was it was so crowded that you would be rammed by other people.
Yeah.
Wow, like it was super busy.
Well, if
Yeah.
Joerg doesn't remember that he's in the game via a koala, then I will gladly pretend that it's me in the game with the koala.
Yeah, you can.
Who cares? The most important thing, it's cute.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
I love it to make to build in people in my games.
Nice.
Yeah, I already did that
In Minbekker.
in Minbekker. Yes.
Yeah.
You put her in, for example, right?
Yeah.
Me, yeah.
Yes. On a picture under a bridge, under the stairs, no?
Yeah.
In the first stage.
But under the bridge, I would be worried, you know.
I would be more like in the fridge, I think. Eating everything.
Ooh.
Well,
Okay.
I anticipate.
Bridge.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
eagerly
yeah.
anticipate the next game release where I'm in a jar somewhere or something.
Now the
Okay.
thing is, are we talking about a bridge or a fridge? Because those are two
bridge.
different.
It is.
A bridge.
It's not a bridge and not a fridge. It's just.
Under the stairs, under the stairway to heaven.
Yeah.
It's a stairway.
I
And
see.
there there was a dead end, and when I was a Let's Player, I always ran into these dead end, and I was like, there must be something here, but there was nothing there. And so we weren't a couple back then. He took one of my pictures and put it there, so there would be something. And I always begged him to add a game mechanic so that if the player punches the game, they would immediately die. But he doesn't.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Very
Well,
funny.
there was another thing I wanted to talk about with you next to the game, and that is, Mina, you became a writer.
Yes.
Yes.
Here's how you get rich. You make this book a bestseller, then Min is making a video game out of it, and then you are making a movie out of the video game based on the book. This is how it
Yeah,
goes.
that's good.
And this way
That
you have
sounds good.
bestseller, right? And then you make a
Yeah,
successor.
but you got to make the but if you got a book or a movie or whatever, and you make a video game out of it, it's got to go to LJN, and it's got to be terrible.
Probably.
That's the way. That's the way
No,
all
no.
video games based on movies are.
There are also good
Name
movies.
Name one.
Batman, for example, on the NES, one of the best games. On the C64, one of the best games.
That wasn't made by LJN though.
Alien 3 for Game Boy.
There are a lot of good games.
Okay.
Would you like to
Just-
see my book cover?
Yes.
Sure.
Because I have a very pretty book cover. My
Of
friend
course.
Veri makes them. She's called Azurmond on Twitter and on Instagram.
Nice.
Nice.
And
It's
this
a
book-
bit bright. I'm going to send you the file later so you can
Yeah.
read it.
Awesome.
That's for my dark fantasy novel that hopefully will be released this year. I have an editor now. I will work with Lily Magdalene. She
Never heard
wrote
of
the
her.
novel Novemberkönig. She's a self-publisher and an editor. And I have an awesome illustrator because I want to make an illustrated book with nice pictures in it. And
Excellent.
it will be translated into English too. I want to publish in German and in English.
Whoa.
And that
Like
will be
Takelshin.
like take it. And that will be my first book to be released.
No French, no Italian.
Yeah. Not for iOS. Yeah. Exactly.
Very cool. Very cool.
You know, I mean, I always have arguments with people about this. Like, why would you need tons of languages? That's really not needed, you know.
Well, because not everyone speaks. Yeah. Especially with books, you know, like you could subtitle a movie, but you can't subtitle a book.
Actually,
subtitling a book is just writing the book in another language.
But if you can't read the story, at least you can look at the illustrations. Yeah. Well,
yeah, no, but the English writing community has been so wonderful to me, and I have made so many friends in the English writing community, and I want to give something back by translating my book into their language so they can give me their money, you know?
Good,
Absolutely.
good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's always good to open a market, you know.
Yeah, of course.
I always say that this global language has actually, like a coin, it has two sides to it. At one side of the coin, you can talk to a lot of people because of English. On the other hand, you're also confronted by a lot of toxic people that spread a lot of bullshit in the world. And sometimes, you know, I'm like, you know, English is totally wasted on you. You should have stuck with Spanish instead. That is what I told somebody from Panama who told me, like, and I told her, you know, the English is totally wasted on you. Better stick with Spanish. And then she was like, nobody understands me. Like, okay.
Oh.
Well,
No, we understand you. We just don't like it very much.
The thing with meeting many people, you were absolutely right, because the world is full of toxicity, and the writing community is absolutely wonderful, and at the same time so disgustingly toxic. Honestly, the things I sometimes read and see on Twitter in the writing community. Wow, I'm like, some people just shouldn't be allowed to have internet access, really, because they are full of shit. I'm sorry if I have to say it like that, but it's true. But I have found really wonderful people, and I have read wonderful self-published books, and I've brought some with me. Can I hold them into the camera?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, this is from Judith Besken and Roberta Altman. It's called Die Fehde der Gezeiten. It's a German book. They write about pirates.
You have to translate it for AJ.
I can't. Die Fehde der Gezeiten.
I don't know. No idea what it means in German, so never mind.
The English title is Above All Else.
Above all else.
Yeah, but Die Fehde der Gezeiten means something else. And I call myself the Pirate Queen on Twitter because I'm very much into piracy, and my books are about pirates too. But here is a wonderful, very funny book by Scott Richards. He's a good friend of mine, The Legend of Paper Monkey.
Very cool.
Please buy it, because if he sells 1,000 copies, he will get this tattooed. And I want to see Scotty with this tattoo.
Now the question is where he will get it tattooed on.
I don't know, maybe his arm also.
Ooh.
Then I have The Last Sin Eater.
So much books here.
Yeah, I have only 2 left. By T.J. Lear. He's a wonderful friend too. And a romance book by Bixby Jones. She's one of the best people on Twitter, really. She's awesome. And
Soulmate Stage Right. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Soulmate Stage Right. And my personal favorite is Reality Check by my best friend Dave McCreary. Okay. It's a sci-fi novel, and it's awesome. Really, you must buy it. You will love it. It is awesome. And the cover is awesome. And Dave is wonderful. And yeah, that makes $50 for making.
Very cool. Very cool.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, the writing community is cool.
Awesome.
Very nice.
So now you are a game creator, book novel writer couple.
Yes.
Yeah. Excellent.
Okay. I know a documentary maker in New York. If you need somebody to make a documentary about it, let me know.
I don't know if that's so interesting, because most of the time we both sit in front of our PCs, he while he's making games, me while I'm writing, and we stare at the screen. And he's actually very good at making progress, and I'm more like, I hate this, I can't do this, it sucks, I suck, everybody sucks, and I will delete everything. Because writing a book is so hard. I have did I think it would be so hard. I thought I sit down and write it, but it's so much more.
You know, one of the things that I've learned that as a writer, one of the things that I've always done is when I'm writing for the day, right? I finish writing before I'm actually done. So like I'm writing chapter 8 or whatever, and there's still like a paragraph left in chapter 8. And I will stop before that, because then I've got something to start with the next day to look forward to.
Yeah. That's a good advice, actually. Yeah.
So you are a really creative couple.
Yes. And I started
creative couple.
Yeah, that we're gonna call that our new YouTube channel. And I started
instead of collectors couple.
I started drawing too, and I also made the artwork for the DLC for Takelshin.
Yeah, she made the cover.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Nice.
That's what Corona gave me. It made me creative.
Yes.
The pandemic.
She bought a graphic tablet from Samsung.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So, are there any future plans you both can talk about? Perhaps the next book or the next game or whatever? Or are those total secrets?
No, my stuff isn't secret. You can have very insightful readings when you go to my Twitter page because I spread everything, my mental health, my or my not available mental health over Twitter. Could you stop it, please? And, and my books and my writings and my poems and my pictures, everything is on Twitter and Instagram. I'm working on my dark fantasy novel Scartha.
Oh.
That will be the first of maybe 3 books in my pirate universe, Elunestris. And
Sounds well.
it sounds good. And
Sounds good.
I will write 2 science fiction books or 3 in the world of Reveltown.
Dystopian science fiction.
Dystopian science fiction. That's what you read, Joerg. And I have started a little fun story where the main character is a cat and a pirate, and she's cursed. I write poems, and I have a bit of erotica going on, but I write erotica under a pen name because I work in a Grundschule, in an elementary school, and I think
the erotica.
I
That's
should keep
that's
those
where the
words
money
separated.
comes in. That's where the money
Yeah.
comes in. You can make some
Exactly.
real bank on that.
Yeah. Oh, and I have a Redbubble shop where you can buy designs. Oh, I didn't bring anything with me. I brought other people's books, but not my own stuff. If you give me a second, I can show you what you can buy there.
Absolutely.
Sure. Nice.
Oh,
That's Bixby Jones. That's the writer I showed you the book from. I just go and take pictures of people I like and ask them for permission, and then I draw them in that style. Here's another one. That's my friend Fanny.
Okay.
How about no? I call those my sassy ladies. Yeah, and you can get all these on different things on what's it called? Redbubble. Yeah.
Awesome.
And they sell pretty well, I gotta say. Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, you are
all graphics for the actual for the current Takelshin trailer.
Yes, I made the cartoony style
Yes.
for the new trailer for Takelshin.
Takelshin on the right and the Schlabber Donut on the left.
Yeah.
The yummy donut in English. I called it yummy donut for English people because the pronunciation. English speaking people, sag mal so.
Yeah.
Pronounce the German SCH as sk, like in school. School is a German word. It means Schule, and the Americans, the Americans pronounce it correct. With the word Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, because they are the only
SCH2, but in school they mispronounce it.
In Schule.
In Schule.
Yeah. Right.
It AJ, the word. Was heißt das heißt?
It means.
It means high school musical.
Okay.
With Vanessa Hudgens or Zac Efron. Schule.
Yeah, it's the same.
We are sober. We are not drinking.
No.
Yeah. It's the same with schedule. I also had to learn that it's actually that's actually differently written than I thought.
High school.
Why?
High school.
Why school? Why school and Schwarzenegger?
Because that's his name.
Exactly, it's his name.
When they pronounce.
Because also English makes no sense. The language is.
The English word is school.
But it came from the German Schule. Schule.
Yes.
And Schule, like Schwarzenegger, Schule. But
yeah, but
also English makes no sense at all. The language is carnage and nonsense and.
No, it's not true. It's not true.
Like,
it's actually.
It's like Wolfenstein in German. Castle Wolfenstein.
Yep.
But American people say Castle Wolfenstein. It's an SCHT pronunciation instead of an.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
it
yeah.
depends, I guess, on how
But
famous
you know,
are.
like it's yeah. In English, it can go both ways. It can go Stein or Steen. Like
Yeah.
you could have
Okay.
Frankenstein or you could have Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Cool.
I like Frankenstein.
And both are
So we
perfect.
learned a lot.
I guess
today.
it also depends on how known a person is. For
Yes, yes.
example, people would say Schumacher, not Schumacher or something. So
Shoemaker.
I guess English-speaking people heard the name often enough to know that it's pronounced Schumacher.
Yeah.
And then often they make it sound more awful by trying harder. The more they try to pronounce it correctly, the weirder it sounds. You know, try hard and fail anyway.
Yeah, I think it's a bit funny because we are 3 Germans trying to speak English here and we're making fun of English-speaking people. I don't know.
Never mind. Well, so I would say, where can people find your stuff?
Yes.
That would be a good question, especially since now we have books and games in this episode.
We'll put links to all the books that you mentioned before from other people down in the podcast description as well, so they can find that. But where can you find your own
I
stuff?
will send you the links to
Yes.
all the books I showed you.
Nice.
Awesome.
And
But where
you
can
can
out your
find
stuff?
you can find me on Twitter, and my handle is Flintenvibe.
Flintenvibe.
Yeah, but vibe as in the English word vibe. I'm gonna send it to you.
VIBE.
Yeah, and on Instagram, Flintenvibe, and I don't know the name of my Redbubble shop. It might be Flintenvibe too. It could be Mina Bekker. I'm gonna send you the link, and I'm on Facebook as Mina Bekker. And you are
Minbekker.
so beautiful.
To me.
Yeah, he's on YouTube.
YouTube.
Awesome.
www.youtube.com/Minbekker, only with double K.
That was beautiful.
Nice.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes,
Wonderful.
indeed.
And you can't find any of my books yet because I have yet to write them.
But you can find
Makes sense.
Takelshin
You can find Takelshin in the
on Google
Play Store
or Steam.
and not on iOS. I'm sorry.
And not on Nintendo Switch.
No.
But my next project. No, streicht.
Well, as I told you my opinion already. You should try either of those 2 platforms. It's too much of a game to not to do it. Anyway, that's my opinion. Never mind, Steam is good enough for me.
Yeah.
Good.
Alrighty. Well,
Yes.
Thanks for taking the time. So
Yes, indeed.
We made over an hour for book and game.
Yes,
Nice.
yes.
Woo. Thanks for taking
always
the time.
fun to talk to you.
Yes, we love having you on.
Yeah,
Awesome.
you are my favorite podcast.
Yes.
Aw.
Woo.
And I
Probably also the only one, right?
No, I know a few podcasts, and you are my favorite podcast. Yeah.
there is an episode from Scene World in my YouTube favorites.
And who was it we interviewed in this favorite episode?
Andreas Escher.
Oh,
His face is so big in the thumbnail.
I love Andreas Escher.
Yeah, yes. I scroll down and there.
And suddenly, Andreas. Yeah.
Yes, I have to watch this episode.
Yeah.
Very cool. Awesome.
Okay.
True. Nice.
So maybe next time I can show you my book.
Yes, absolutely.
Perhaps if it's finished by then.
Yeah.
And in English.
Or not in English, whatever. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's nice.
yeah.
I
Once
have to
it's
finish it until the 30th of April because
Okay.
then my editor gets it. So I have to hurry.
Oh, that's soon. Oh my god. Oh my god.
awesome. Well, yeah. When it's out, when it's being published and stuff, yeah, definitely let us know, and we will do a. We'll talk to you again about it.
Awesome.
Cool.
Awesome.
And my
And
my
by
hair
then,
will be much longer. when we spoke the last time, my hair was
He had
were
short hair.
short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
you will be
Corona.
like John Romero style.
Yeah. And then I will say, John, you gave me Doom and you give me long hair.
Nice,
Beautiful,
nice.
beautiful.
Nice, nice. Save on
Oh.
hairdresser costs. Why
Yeah.
not? Yeah.
next time I lack my fingernails like John Romero.
Polish. Like
Polish.
Ooh,
Yeah.
polish. Lackieren.
nail polish.
Lackieren.
Yeah.
It's nail polish, isn't it?
Yes.
It
The word
is.
is
Yeah.
nail-
It's true.
Nail
True.
polish.
True.
Yeah.
Black nail polish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you
Okay.
like, it's up to you.
Yeah.
Why not?
So.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for sitting with us.
Thanks.
It was
Wonderful.
awesome. Have a good time, guys. Love you.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.